Hi, this is Sarah Popejoy with with Social Circles, and today we have a really special guest. This is Ashlei Mayadia, and
Yes.
I've been practicing that, and so she's joined us here today, and to talk about her travel blog, and to talk about and also about um, some of the things on her blog, and then also just we're going to talk about her music as well. So I'm just really excited to have her here today, and so welcome, Ashlei. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Hello, social circles.
How's it in Houston today?
Well, today the weather is beautiful. The sun is bright. I wish I wasn't inside most of the day in the theater, but it was good. Very cool. We're starting to get fall coming, so everybody's enjoying it. Everybody's enjoying it.
Well, that's cool. Very cool. Sounds nice. Um, yeah, it can get hot down there. I've been to Houston many times.
We go to the hundreds, people. We go to the hundreds. We stay there for a while.
Right. So, so I was looking over your blog, and I saw that you went to China recently, back in May. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, my boyfriend and I, we went to Hong Kong, and it happened to be during his birthday. His birthday is in May, so we were kind of itching to go somewhere, and a good deal came up, and he was like, "Guess what, Ashley? We're going to Hong Kong." I was like, "What?" Take time, so I go do that, and we go and we head to Hong Kong, and we stayed there for about 8 days.
Uh-huh.
We did. Uh, we went to the Big Buddha. We went to this really dope kind of amusement park that's a aquarium slash amusement park called Ocean Park, and it's like real deal Holyfield roller coasters. Like you going up and down stuff, and then you go around and there's like seals. So, and you go up on this mountain. Everything was on mountains. Hong Kong is on mountains. So it was very just eye-opening being another part of the world. The seafood was great. The food was great.
Wow.
And the people were really nice and helped us out because it's guess they say it's kind of like the New York of China, because
Okay.
all the people from all over China come to Hong Kong. They vacation there. They have good times there. It's very metropolitan. Um, so we really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it. It's one of my places I would love to go back. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
hmm
Neat. That sounds like it was a blast. And I bet there were just some beautiful views from those mountains, huh?
Oh yes. Oh yes. They have a spot called the Peak where you go up this old trolley car. It was built like in the 1800s, and it's the oldest trolley car there. And you go up this trolley car, and you're literally, okay, if you can see this, going like this, up. And you're literally looking down like, hey, we're going up. We keep going up. And you go all the way to the top. I didn't realize until we were there for about an hour or so that I was getting a little lightheaded, and I had to sit down for a moment because we were up so high in the altitude. But it was beautiful. I am a fan of mountains, coming from this lovely swampy southern place called Houston, but I'm a fan of mountains. I loved it. I really did.
Well, very cool, very cool. Um, so, oh man, that I would love to go to Hong Kong. I haven't been out of the States much, but that sounds like a blast. So,
I said, do it.
what?
Do it. I said, do it. Try to
Say
look for
do.
deals. Look for deals. Go.
So how do you find some of these deals?
Well, one place we look at is kayak.com. And what I like about it is you can set your rate. You can say, I want to go to Hong Kong. I want to go to Ghana. I want to go to Peru. And you set, but I don't want to pay more than 600, 500, 700 round trip. you put your alerts on and you just gotta look at your emails, and one day you might have to wait. We waited, you know, you might have to wait some months and months and months, but you just keep watching, and you never know. You might even find a deal that you didn't think you wanted to go to, so you go. And we kind of look around a couple of travel groups that we kind of look around, and people kind of share things here and there. So it's a lot of internet searching, but there's a lot of cool places. I like kayak definitely for planes and stuff.
Oh, cool. I didn't even know that you could do that with kayak. I mean, I know about kayak, but I didn't know that you could, you know, say, hey, I want to go here for so much, and then, you know, and actually, I didn't know that you could do that. That's really cool. Have you gone to any other places that way?
Yeah. You just put it in and you just wait. And there's, you know, we did Rome last year. We went
Oh,
to
wow.
Rome, and where else have we gone? Paris. He
Are you there? Um,
I'm
Ashley?
there. Can you see?
Oh, okay, I can hear you now. Are you there?
Yes. I
Okay,
might
cool. That's all right. I,
I'm here.
my
Yeah.
my brother just went to Rome a couple weeks ago.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like old places. I like places where, you know, people have been for a while and structures still stand. I like that a lot. It feels the energy there is very, very different from living in America, and you know, we have old here, but not like
No,
thousands of years old.
not like them. Not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. Very cool.
So
So,
where have you gone out of the country?
oh my gosh, it's bad. I have not traveled as much as maybe my heart has, but mine's more been in state, just all over the United States. Like, but you know, I mean, the furthest I've been is, which is really lame, but is I don't even think that you can call it out of the country. You can, but it's not really. I mean, the Bahamas and on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, okay?
If you needed to have a passport, whether they stamped it or not, if you needed to have a passport to get there, you've left the country. You've been in another culture. You've been outside
Yeah.
of our bubble. So claim it. Claim it.
You're right, you're right. I was so excited when somebody said A to me. On the Canadian side, eh?
Hey.
But yeah, you know, I would love to go to Italy though. I think Italy's gorgeous. So,
hmm The
but
valleys, I liked when we got to take a train ride to Naples because a friend of my mom's, her and her husband had lived down there. So we took a day trip from Rome on one of them super fast trains that go like 300 miles an hour. We go
wow,
all the way down the south and go to Sorrento and Naples, and you get to see Mount Vesuvius, like the Pompeii freaking mountain.
wow.
Like, oh my, you know, that cracks me up. Like when I think about the world and like so many things that you hear about in school and classes, and like it's just a plane away, and we don't think about it. That's one thing that I didn't think about a lot, was that, you know, it's not as hard as we think to
Right.
go. You know, we have the world at our fingertips.
You're right. You're right. And I think a lot of it's in our mind.
Yeah. I didn't think I could travel this much. Honestly, I didn't. I didn't think I'd travel as much as I did. But first time I did a study abroad program when I was in college, and then didn't go much. I went to New Orleans. Hey, I didn't go much, and then I meet my boyfriend, my love. Hey, and he was like, I just started traveling. I gotta go someplace every year, and I was like, okay. And so we just kind of start putting money aside, and find different places where we can get cheaper deals. Like we do hotels.com just because you can get a free hotel if you do 10 hotel
Oh, I
stays.
love hotels.com. They are the
You
bomb.
know, yes, even in here, like we'll go, like he has he lives in, he's from Beaumont. So we'll sometimes go visit family in Beaumont or Louisiana, my family. So we'll have a hotel here, a hotel there, and after a while it adds up, and then you got a free hotel stay.
Well,
Who can't beat that?
no, I found a lot of really great deals on hotels.com. So yeah, they're good. And I've never had a problem with them either. They've always been fabulous.
Right. I haven't either. We've used them for years.
So what another article that I read just today of yours, I have to ask you about was one on Prince and about how much you love Prince. This seeing as how you're a musician, a lot of musicians have a lot of respect for Prince. So tell me a little bit about how much you love him.
Dude, and let me be clear. I love Prince, but in a non-sexual way.
Okay. I don't
artistic, human to human.
No.
I'm not feeling way. No, he was like, when you're growing up and you start listening to music, and your parents listen to different things, and you hear stuff, but when you start having your own tastes, and I remember, I think it was Pink Cashmere. The song Pink Cashmere was out. And I heard that song, and some violins came in on his wails, and it was like I've never heard a wail like that before. And I know Prince. I knew, Raspberry Way. I knew all the songs. I already knew Prince. But when I decided, like my late middle school years, early high school years, when I say who I like, what kind of music I want to listen to, I like Prince. And I just adore every single thing that he does, whether I really like the music or not. I like his songwriting. I like the way he tells stories. He puts the spiritual, mundane, and it's every day. He doesn't separate, and I really, really love that about him. And if I could, and then just the he knowledge of. I love him. I'm a super fan.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah. When I was, I have a lot of respect for him, but when I was in Nashville, there's so many people who have so much respect for him, especially musicians, and for his artistry. I remember, just hearing about, how many instruments he could play, and just what he was like in the studio and so forth. And I remember seeing an interview, and I wish I could remember the guy's name, but I think he was one of the producers for Purple Rain, and it was really cool hearing him talk about Prince and just, what a basically musical genius he was. So that's really cool. So and your
yeah.
Your style is kind of like a how would you describe your style and what you do, music-wise?
I call it funky, chill, soul pop. I'm definitely soul. I definitely have that kind of rhythm and blues element to me, but I like listening to a lot of course, Prince. I grew up on some blues from Bobby Blue Bland, and whenever I listen to a lot of songs and I start kind of jazzing off to things, scat and what have you, it
Yeah.
tends to have a funky vibe to it. Some this producer once was like, "Man, you got that funky winker bean thing going, Ashley." Okay, so like I really like New Jack Swing. Like I grew up in the 90s when I was like, having opinions and stuff in middle school and high school. So Tony Tone was a big influence to me. Michelle Ignatiello, her bass and how she just kind of like kind of gets on it. So that funky's there. Chill, because I definitely have this kind of mood, like this kind of soothe, this kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I think that's a jazz in me to a certain extent. I like the kind of ambient chill vibes of EDM, so that definitely flavors me a lot. I'm a big fan of Imogen Heap. Frau changed my life in the 90s. Uh, and then of course the soul, and I think I like to say pop only because I think all music is pop to a certain extent. Whatever
Yeah.
the genre, it's got to have this it has to have this pop, not just like a genre popular, but it has to
The
have this,
likability.
yeah, yeah, melody, likability, this kind of feel that makes people want to listen to it, and that's the kind of thing that I want to bring. That's what I want to bring.
Well, that's cool. That's really cool. That's that was very visual and very descriptive. I love it.
Sweet, the artist.
So yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
So you performed last Thursday at the Continental Club,
Yes,
and
yes.
and
It was. Oh.
I was gonna say, what was that like?
Oh, okay. So Continental Club in Houston. I think there's one in Austin as well, and down here in the South. Continental Club is one of those venues that I feel any artist in Houston wants to perform at. It's the kind of venue where people just kind of go because they know they like live music. It's a live music spot. It's been on in Houston. The sound quality, like the band sounds good, the vocalist sounds good, the lights, everything just comes together, and people like really come to the stage. They want to hear you, they want to feel you. So, oh, it was so good. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. I think all of us in the band, Tighten Up, that's my band. Sorry, let me back it up. I sing in this great funk soul band called Tighten Up, and it's 6 of us. Me, singer. We have a bassist, Eureka Fernandez, chick bassist. Oh! We have
Cool.
Brandon guitar, Mike Hatter on the drums, Lou percussion, and then Mike Hobby on keys. So round band, and we like to tighten up and funk you up. So that was a great show. We play again at the Continental Club next Saturday.
Very cool. What time? What time?
And again, doing twofer, and we're playing at this great festival called the Yes Indeed Festival. So I'm excited.
Very fun. That sounds like a blast. Sounds like a blast. I miss
Hmm.
playing out. Uh, I know that's like some of the best. I don't know. Playing out and recording are my two faves. Well, and writing. It's all my favorite. So, very cool. So tell me a little bit about a little bit about what your blog that you've been doing is about. Which we also, by the way, I want to make note to that if you we have a link below, and we'll have it soon on YouTube right after this finishes going live. There'll be a recording as well, and so we'll have a little link that you can go and you can get signed up on Ashlei's email list, and she'll also send you 7 essential resources to traveling abroad, and you can also just kind of stay in touch with what she's doing, both music-wise and travel-wise with her blog as well. So, Ashlei, you there? Well, I don't hear you just yet, so uh, I'm guessing that you're going to be coming back soon. So Ashley promised me that she would always come back, and so really, so I really enjoy reading her blog, and I think you'll get a kick out of it too, especially if you enjoy some of the stuff that we've been talking about here. And you also get a free PDF as well, or ebook, whatever you want to call it, that she'll send to you too, just for signing up on the email list. And that is just there should be a yellow button below here, or on YouTube we'll have a link for you as well here soon. So hopefully I get Ashley back here soon. If not, we may have to wrap it up. Let me just give her a second, though. So
I'm coming.
All right.
I'm coming.
That's good. I was like, oh my gosh, what else do I talk about?
Can you see me?
Well, I can see a frozen picture of you, and I can hear you really well.
Okay. Okay, good.
Oh, technology. I'm glad you're back, though. Uh-oh. So anyways, definitely check that out, everybody. And she gave us some really great tips here as well. I had no idea that you could do that on, you can go to Kayak and actually kind of name your price, which is really, really cool. I'm going to have to try that for some places as well that I'd like to go.
Okay, I think
all right, sweet.
Yay! Okay.
You're back.
I said I'd come back. I said I'd come back.
And you did. You kept up on your promise.
Oh, yes. All right. So what did I miss, people?
Well, I told them that they need to sign up on your email by clicking the link below or the button. Okay. And then also just so that they can, know more about your blog and so on and so forth. And then also that they get the free PDF. But that's about as far as I went. So and then I was going to ask you just a little bit more about your blog and what it was all about.
Okay. Okay, so my blog is basically at mayadia.com. That's the shorthand version. And it is basically about me, Ashlei Mayadia, my music, my travels, my prints, and kind of creative flow and how things kind of go here and there. I'm really kind of working more on inspiration from one of my really good friends on being more vulnerable and blogging more and sharing more, and because I have, there's only so much I want to share sometimes, or not necessarily knowing how to share. So just kind of going with the wind a little bit more, and just kind of, just sharing a little, like YouTube. Like, I'm really nervous about doing like, hey, like this here, Sarah, what we just did right here is like stepping out of a comfort zone and doing.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, so I want to really just kind of get more into that, because I share myself through songs and the art kind of thing, but I understand that need to be able to connect another way and being human, and I don't want to not be human. Hey, I'm a person, so I'm gonna work on that. Thanks, blog. I'm gonna work on that. So I hope y'all like it. Definitely comment, share. I want to know y'all are there, and I'll just be posting more stuff.
It can be hard. It can be very hard because to step out. I even find myself when I'm like, because I have Musicians Empowered, but then I've been doing my own blog as well. And it's like, sometimes to be, I've been trying lately to push myself to be even more and more open, which is really, really hard. Yeah. Because, like, to me, it's like super easy to be like, oh, 7 steps to YouTube optimization, you know?
All right.
I mean, it's not really putting yourself out on a limb there because, you know, it's just, you know, kind of more how-to and stuff. So lately, and which I'll probably have it more on my personal blog, but I have done a few on Musicians Empowered as well, where it's just like, you know, trying to be like super open. And, you know, sometimes, you know, and people aren't always nice. That's the one thing I'm learning is, you know, I wrote, and some people are really awesome and great, but, you know, you get your, I don't know what's wrong with some people, that they, you know, feel like they have to write, you know, like negative things and stuff. And it, you know, you just have to remind yourself to not take things personal and that everybody's got their own junk going on, you know? So, and, because it can get really easy to, you know, I don't know, like, just don't worry about the people who are dorks out there. And, anyway, so are you there? I hope you're still there. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep going while I'm waiting for you to come back, because I know you'll come back. Are you there? So so anyways,
I'm there. I can hear you.
oh, you can hear me? Okay, good, good. You're still here. Okay, yeah. So like
Yeah.
for instance, you know, like when I did but one cool thing though, you have to remember when someone writes something that's not so nice, God bless you. When
Thank you.
you're welcome. When somebody writes something that's not so nice, I had somebody do that on one of my YouTubes, and then other people would write stuff in response to them, and that YouTube ended up going viral. Because like maybe negative comments can also incite other people to comment as well, and maybe even stand up for you, and then because of all the comments, YouTube sees it as interaction, and then you end up, boom, going viral. So I'm always grateful for any kind of interaction. So, are you there? I think I lost you, Ashley. Well, I'm gonna keep talking, and then I'm gonna wait for you to come back, and just let me know when you're back, and then we'll probably go ahead and kind of start to wrap things up. But I've really enjoyed having you on, Ashley, and this has really been great. I've really, I don't know, it's just been a whole lot of fun, more than anything. So I think you're really cool and interesting, and I think everybody should sign up on our email list, you know, so, and so they can learn more from Ashley too, if you're wanting to travel or just be entertained as well. So just, you have a really great spirit about you. I just really love it. And so so I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up, but for today, since it's been about 30 minutes. But this has just been a whole lot of fun, and I hope to do a whole lot of more social circles like this as well. You know, I think this is kind of what I've always had envisioned, is basically just, you know, inviting people who inspire, inviting people who, you know, are really putting themselves out there and doing something great, you know, like this, and other musicians who inspire as well. So so definitely check out Ashley's stuff, and everyone, I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will see you on the other side. And I wish Ashley was here to say bye, but if she were here, I'm sure she would say that she had a wonderful time too. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.